Hey guys, welcome back to the stump. I am back. The stump is here. The stump is really on its last legs. We got a bunch of knives in front of you, huh? Do you see a common theme in them? What do you see? You see they're all Swiss Army Victorinox type knives. Some of them are actually Victorinox knives, but we're going to do a viewer request today, which is to take a look at some Ozark Trail, which is a Walmart brand, knives. They weren't very specific, but this has come up quite a few times. I saw this one as I was looking for something else at Walmart, and I said, what a great idea to compare it to some of the other kinds of these, they call it a knife multi-tool, but we'll just generically call it a Swiss Army knife type knife. And when we talk about a Swiss Army knife, what we're talking about most of the time is we're talking, what is on there? We're talking about a brand called Victorinox, is what most people, when we talk about a Swiss Army knife, what most people really are referring to is the brand Victorinox. They are the classic Swiss Army knife producer. Now, the Swiss Army knife also can refer to just the style of the knife with many attachments on it. Many blades, different functions. So I have one here made by Mauser. Yep, Mauser, the same company that makes German army rifles and machine guns. I have one made by Boker, which has a whole lot of stuff. Now, some Swiss Army knives are very simple, right? I cannot keep this one in my hand. Just a blade and a couple other little attachments. The most simple of all the Swiss Army knives is just like a blade and a little file. Some of them, and I don't have any of the actual, we're used to the classic red plastic scale. There's $1,000 Victorinox Swiss Army knife that has like 100-something attachments on it. I don't know. Most of them look like this shape though, right? This is also Victorinox, also a Swiss Army knife, technically, but slightly different shape. Not something a lot of people are used to, but it is. So this Ozark Trail, which is $3 as compared to the price of, much more expensive in the actual Swiss Army knife lineup, kind of fits into that same category. The same kind of tools, same functionality. Wow, this has not been used for a while and it is dirty. I didn't even realize that. Same kind of stuff. Lots of tools and functionality on one frame, with a much cheaper price tag. So we're going to take a look at it. So we're going to review this guy. Here are the tools that it says it comes with. Okay. But again, $3 as compared to, now I don't have the price off the top of my head, but all these other ones are much more expensive than this guy right here. So let's start by taking a look at this one. Obviously, plastic scales. You got your little ring. Now this ring is weak and flimsy compared to, I just took it off and I didn't mean to. Very weak and flimsy compared to the ones on all these other ones. Those of them that have it, I think. Well, if you take a look, you can feel the difference in quality. It is different. It's a slip joint, just like most of these. I think that this is the only one with locking blades. All these other ones are slip joint. There's a little dog out there. So, let's see. A little bit of wiggle. Just a little bit of wiggle there, as opposed to not really any wiggle there. The Mauser, which is actually, I cut my fingertip off, damn near all the way off. You can see this is also a Victorinox Mauser. Mauser made it with Victorinox steel and everything. Very little wiggle, so different. And the Boker, which, has seen its fair share of use here too. Also, not a lot of wiggle there. So already, we're expecting there going to be a big difference in quality for the price. So for $3, $4, what are we getting? So we're getting our standard knife blade right there. We are getting all the tools it says. So a bottle opener and slotted screwdriver right there. This is also, I'm sorry, this is the can opener. Our small slotted screwdriver, bottle opener. I guess it's supposed to function as a wire stripper, maybe. We've got scissors. We'll test out how well these work. And a corkscrew. Now it says corkscrew and cork borer. I'm guessing this is the cork borer. I don't know. But, you know, these are the kinds of things you would find on a standard little Swiss Army knife. You know, anywhere you go. Basic model. Wow. Okay. So you have to get that working very, very carefully to get a good slice. You can't. This is not just a drop through the paper. Really? Okay. You also got to be very specific with the scissors where you cut. And how slow you cut. That's something. This thing honestly feels like it's gonna break in my hand. It's already, as the blade bends a little bit, that scale starts to move. Move some of these other ones. Oh, yeah, this is not feeling that good. So here's a, you know, this one's been sitting around. Look at the condition of the blade. Alright, this one's not so good either. It's out of shape. But it's also been used a lot. It's not brand new. This one also a used blade, but the real Victorinox. Not a brand new blade. Been used, not sharpened any time recently. And let's take a look at Boker. Oh, it's nice. Boker might be the smoothest of them all. It's the only one that's hollow ground as opposed to flat ground. Oh, look at that. Just trying to do just a nice little thin cut on the outside. So, you know, I'm feeling there is a difference here. Even this one that's little, there is definitely a difference in the quality of this old, used, dirty blade for what we're doing here. I mean, to use this for an outdoors type knife, I definitely would not want to use the Ozark if I had the choice. These other ones, absolutely better options. I haven't done you know, a 550 cord test because I just haven't really felt the need. If you're looking at, you know, the other options on the blade, so this one, or I should say the other options on the knife. So the corkscrew, each one of these comes with a corkscrew because of course the German army needs to drink their wine, I guess. It has the awl / the borer. This one has a hell of a good saw because I've used this really nicely. And it also has another blade. This is a very reliable knife. Like I said, this is my second one. I lost the first one. This one has that little blade, has your bottle opener, and the corkscrew, and your little awl. The only locking blade is the knife blade. And then the Boker, of course, you know, this has a whole bunch. This has your bottle opener, your awl / now, you know, cork borer is what they're calling it. It has scissors that I think are, no, this one does not have, this one does have scissors. I'm sorry, I forgot. This one has a little pair of pliers, and it has scissors as well. It has a saw blade. It has scissors that I believe cut much better than the other one. Even though they get a little sticky, but it has bottle opener and large flathead. It has another little saw like this, and then it has a lanyard hole that you can unfold if you want it. It also has what none of the other ones have, which I think is cool, is a pocket clip. That's reversible. So, you know, there's lots of options out there. This one feels flimsy. You can almost pull these scales off. I'm sure I can pull these scales off if I wanted to. They're coming off already. This guy right here, I forgot to... Your very limited options. This is very similar to what that has, but no corkscrew. So you have a little file, like a nail cleaning. This is what they actually say it's for. Your blade, can opener, small flathead, bottle opener, large flathead. I think this is TSA compliant now too. So, you know, you have options when looking for something like this. I thought I'd give this a try because people have asked. I'm going to look at other, you know, Ozark Trail knives, but this one just sort of, you could probably, the quality of the steel, you could probably sharpen it and put a nice edge on it. I don't think it's going to hold it very long. And again, it's flimsy. Look, when your blade bends, it's almost taking that scale right off. I have a feeling and we have so much more wobble in it now, and all we did was some very basic testing. We didn't even do hard use. We did some basic cutting and a little bit outdoor woodworking. I mean, we didn't really hard use this thing at all. So, my recommendation would be save your $3. Put your $3 towards something else, towards something better, because this basically is throwing $3 in the garbage to me. There are other knives from Ozark Trail that we're going to try out, you know, because there are some that people have, you guys ask, and I love fulfilling viewer requests, but this one, to me, is kind of a bust. You are much better spending the money on either a real Victorinox or one of the brands that makes a suitable representation. There are Bokers that are much smaller than this one, that have just a few tools. Boker makes a great knife. So, you know, you can find one that is in your price range, or, you know, honestly, if you don't have a lot of money to throw around, if you've got $3 this month, put it away, you got $3 the next month, that's $6, $3 the month after that. I mean, just spend the money on one quality tool instead of throwing it away on junk that you're just going to have to replace after a while. This knife is not going to last long. Not at all. This thing's going to come apart. I can feel it. I really can. So, this knife would go firmly in the don't like it pile. I would not trust my kid's safety to it, like, you know, as a scout, a knife for scouts or anything like that. Not at all. Wouldn't want to trust their safety at all, because, you know, a knife like this, when it comes apart, it snaps and sharp metal fragments go, or it snaps and then the hand goes where the blade is, or it folds over. It's a safety issue. I wouldn't trust somebody I cared about wouldn't put their hand on that knife. Not at all. And I wouldn't like in a situation where they needed to carry a knife to do tasks, I wouldn't put this in their hand, because they're not going to get those tasks done. So, brief, short little video in terms of testing it, but very quickly we learned that this just is not a good quality item. Wouldn't expect it to be. It would have been cool if it was a nice kind of item, but it was not. So we'll try another one. If there's an Ozark Trail specific model that you guys would like to see, feel free to comment that. And, you know, we'll look at that. I'll try some other ones, but this is something that I've been asked to look at a lot. So I figured this was a good time to do it. What do you guys think overall, though? Questions, comments, concerns? Anything? I will be getting another one real soon for us to look at and check out. This guy won't even sit nice because he's so much stuff behind it. I hope you enjoyed this a little bit. Maybe there's somebody thinking about grabbing this one that might think twice now because of this video, or maybe you saw like I like the way it looks for some reason, and now I'm gonna get it. I don't know. Anyway, guys, interesting video. Interesting little test. I really had hoped it would have done better. It would have been nice, surprise. Nice to be able to say, hey, here's a great value for $3. Oh well, we'll try another one. Okay, guys, you are all absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will be back again real soon.